Yeah, we're talking about the litter boxes in schools conspiracy.
Oh no!
I don't know anything about
the
this.
Cat I identify as a cat stuff.
Yeah.
No fucking way. That's a fucking thing.
No, it's not. It's
no,
not.
it's not.
A conspiracy.
Okay, it's just a conspiracy.
It was a well-placed rumor that some people still believe.
That started in Canada as well.
Just sliding down, baby.
Per capita export value.
Libraries! Minister, are you embarrassed by your behavior today?
There's a lot of bleeding hearts around.
Do you have the fortitude or the gonads to stand up and come across here and say that to me, you son of a bitch?
Just watch me.
He certainly went too far, Mr. Speaker, when I saw him stick his tongue out.
Contemptuous disregard more than a slab of bacon talking here.
The disappointment you also feel is my responsibility.
I lost my temper.
What is the nature of your thoughts?
The word was FART.
Hello and welcome to Canadian Politics is Boring. It's me and
I think
Jess.
you could do a little better. This is welcome back after
yeah.
the fuck act.
Oh, yeah,
Come on,
it
let's
is
get a
the
little.
first year.
Hello.
Yay! It's 2024.
2020. There you go.
We're back after Wafukak. It's our first relatively normal episode, but it's not because we have a special guest, JJ Whitehead.
Yeah, I'm still questioning that acronym, guys. Well, fuck it's very kind of maritime-ish, actually. That is
Right? Yeah. Well, Reese came up with it, so he's acclimating.
It's an acronym.
Well.
And I thought it'd be fun to have the word fuck in the middle of the acronym.
Reese forgets what the acronym stands for every single year.
It doesn't matter.
What is it? What does it stand for?
Winter Festival of Unaligned Advent Calendar.
Nope.
Celebration Advent Calendar. I should get a tattoo.
well, fuck act. I don't even need to know.
No, it doesn't matter.
So, Reese, tell our audience about JJ Whitehead. JJ Whitehead was on our show before, but if you could re-poke their memories.
Famous son of Nova Scotia, international comedian, had a big, long career in the UK and then extended that career over to LA. That's Cole Harbour you're from originally.
That's a pretty good summary.
That was pretty good, actually.
I am, yeah.
I could not have done better.
I'm from here, and I currently...
I would be like, he has blonde hair. He's
great.
funny.
You just rambled about something else before we came on air. You were like, one time I was on your live stream, and you're listing random things. I'm like, I don't... Actually, we got somewhere with it. I remembered eventually what you were talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
We got there. We're gonna sue Chris Rock.
Yeah,
show. So.
That's great.
So you were in town for the holidays?
I was, yeah. I mean, I'm out of here tomorrow.
Okay, so we just caught you.
I've been here.
So am I. Maybe.
Yeah, that's
maybe.
Right. That's right.
We'll see.
Been snow warned.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on
So,
with that.
so what's happening, Jesse?
I'm supposed to be flying out to Italy tomorrow because I've said for years, my entire life, that I hate winter. I hate the cold. I hate wearing layers. I just hate the whole fucking thing. I hate people who are like, you just need to learn to love winter. I'm like, fuck you. I hate it all. And so I've been like, I just have to go somewhere warm. And year after year, I've been moving to colder and colder provinces. I don't know why, right? Like I moved from Nova Scotia to Calgary.
So you're going against your own interests.
Well, again,
What are you, a Republican?
I did have breakfast with Maxime Bernier, so I don't know. Heading that way. You heard about that, right? No, I'll tell you about that.
You'll have to fill me in on that one.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And Reese convinced me because he's been all over Europe. He's like, Jesse, you would love Italy. You should go to Palermo in Italy where they've got cafes, because he calls me a cafe slut because I like to hop around cafes. It's a lovely.
Still
lovely
cold
name.
though.
Not really. No, the temperatures are
Time of
around.
year should be a lot warmer.
Yeah, it's around 16 degrees, 16 to 18.
Not hard to be warmer than here.
That's the point. Yeah. Right?
Europe's
So
still going to be.
so south of Rome.
You filled his head with lies.
No, well,
I just said to him, it'll be warmer than it'll be warmer than here for definite.
I don't need it to be hot.
16 degrees for me is shorts weather. So I said,
That's great.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're short.
Yeah. Like I don't need it to be hot. I just want it to not be fucking cold. That's
You
all.
enjoy the experience.
We'll
As
see.
a man who lived in Europe for 17 years, I'm like, it is January, right? Reese?
I went to Nice in late December, early January with my kids when they were younger, because it was raining. So we went to, which is like, south of France, and it was 18 degrees the whole time, and I loved it because we just left Wales, which was just constant rain, but these old French ladies kept coming up and telling us off because we hadn't like wrapped our kids up in that temperature. What? And I kept trying to explain to them, no, this is warm for us. And like this one woman was like slapping me and pointed at my son's toes because they were exposed in 16-degree weather.
So I'm supposed to be going to Italy. I'll find out if it's fucking freezing.
Well,
Thank you,
I don't
JJ.
think you should bother. Just go with all this optimism. You're carrying.
No, I'm nervous.
See how it goes.
It's the first time
Jesse's
going overseas.
never left North America before. So
I've been all over North America, to be fair. All over, but I've never left North America. So this is the first time.
This is already. So you always wanted to go somewhere hot.
And I've never done it.
Never left North America.
That's correct. Yes.
You listened to the European. You listened to the Welshman, who hasn't even been back to Europe since he moved here.
6 years.
So basically, the conversation went, I would love to go somewhere hot. He went, haven't been back to Europe since I moved here. Go to Italy. You've forgotten that there's an entire southern hemisphere here.
Are you bamboozling me?
No, if it was me, I'd go to Italy.
So, do you like the cold? Are you a fan of the cold?
It doesn't bother me.
Oh, there it is.
I'm indifferent.
Okay.
I just don't like rain.
Yeah.
Well, you absorb as much of that indifference as you can before you hit old Italy there. And I can't let me.
Where
know
would
how it
you
goes.
recommend I go?
Well, I tell you what, I'll recommend to you now. You don't need more than one pair of shorts, and I don't even know if you'll have to wear that one pair. I would recommend you go somewhere warm. I don't know if this is a difficult thing to figure out, but if somebody came to me and went, I would love to go somewhere warm in January. Nowhere in Europe would come to mind. I want somewhere really peaceful. Oh, I hear Ukraine's nice. Go to. You can go. We're very popular in lots of sunny places. I mean,
fuck, man. Now you're making me. So I mean, I kind of have an opportunity to.
So probably be bad.
I got an email today from Air Canada, and they're like, "Hey, just so you know, there's like a massive fucking storm." They didn't swear, but it would have been better if they did. Massive storm coming. Your flight's still scheduled, but here's a link to rebook for free if you feel like it, because you never know.
That seems really
it's on you now.
Yeah, loose. Like we don't want to guarantee. We, the people in control.
Air Canada's the worst. They're horrible. You know those other companies that are super cheap and you have to pay like $20 for like an egg sandwich or something? Air Canada's the opposite end of them. They're like, yes, we're nice and expensive and everything's lovely. No, we're nice and expensive and we're really fucking cheap. Oh. Like they're horrible. Like
I don't deny it. Air Canada is definitely the last airline that I was on that tried to charge me for headphones, and lots of other airlines have long since phased it out.
Yeah.
If you need headphones, they'll hand it out. And
they're
stuff.
So insanely
It blew
expensive.
my mind. It was probably a few months ago now, but I was on Air Canada. She's handing out headphones, and I just put my hand up. I'll take some.
Oh, nice.
And then she was like, "It's $3.50 or whatever." I was like, "What the fuck?"
No, the secret to getting free headphones on Air Canada is to have really loud, annoying children. They will give you children free headphones.
Right.
I was on.
There's a strategy.
It wasn't Air Canada.
It's a long-term strategy.
I forget what flight it was. It was
higher.
It was a couple months ago. I was on another flight. I forget. It wasn't Air Canada, but like the spacious, the spacious seats where.
First class?
No, not first class. Where it's just like in the middle of the plane where the emergency exits.
Oh, yeah,
and they have to teach you how to open the doors in case the plane crashes. And
they have to make sure you're capable.
Right, yeah. And there was nobody sitting in them. Absolutely nobody. The whole flight, right? Halfway through the flight, I'm like a couple rows behind these, right? And cramped up. And I'm like, fuck it. And I just get up and I go and I sit down in them. Right? Clearly no one's sitting in them, right? I just want to relax. Boy, do they come running down the aisle as fast as they can to explain the importance of segregation to me. Okay? I had to you can't sit there, sir. You can't. It's an extra
Not for white
$40.
people?
Yeah.
His name badge said Jim Crow.
Is that what you're suggesting? Sir. White people are not allowed to sit on that.
Not racial.
I'm not sure if you're aware of the imagery that
Economic
comes up when you say they came over to explain segregation to me.
It was just unrelated to you sitting down.
Yeah,
Just a quick history lesson, sir.
So I click the Air Canada
Please
like
take that
rebook.
hood off.
No.
Sir,
So,
the pillowcases are not to be used like that.
JJ, you were telling me out in the hallway about a body being removed from your apartment or something.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the story there?
I gotta. You know what? I've had bad luck with my apartment twice. So I was playing the Edinburgh Festival in August, actually.
Nice.
And just before I went
Was it
on
warm?
stage, it was not. It's and that was August. So anyway, in August, I was about to go on stage. Landlord calls, and I had been getting complaints that there was a party happening in my apartment.
Okay.
And there was children in my apartment.
In your apartment,
Yeah.
not building, apartment.
Yeah, in my apartment, apartment building.
Did you live with someone at the time, or
No, I had one friend who had my key, and he was not in my apartment at the time. I called him, and I'm like, dude, I'm about to go on stage. What the fuck's going on at my apartment? And he's like, nothing. I was like, can you get over there and see what's up? Apparently there's children in there, and there's a party happening. He's like, that's insane. I did my show, got off stage. There was nobody in there. There was no children. So whoever was complaining from the upstairs neighbor or downstairs, they were delusional. And just framed.
It was a children's party.
Yeah, like they had misheard. So, but it was absolutely insane. It was driving my landlord nuts. And I was like, this is crazy. So my friend, his name is Robin. Robin's got my key. So he's my security buffer in case any of the crazies do any of these accusations. Anyway, yes, about an hour and a half ago, I got a call from the landlord again, and I'm about to be home tomorrow night. I don't understand how I need to avoid trouble like this.
right?
And she's like, there's a body being taken out of your apartment right now. What the fuck? There's a body? He goes, yes, the ambulance is here. They're removing a body from your apartment. And
What
of course,
the
I'm
fuck?
like, my friend Robin, he's got my key. So I'm like, but it's a body. So then I'm calling Robin, and I'm not getting an answer.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, holy
Oh, no,
shit,
Robin.
what's happened to my... Yes, I was very much, what's happened to my friend? And then my landlord, maybe it was a language barrier, but she kept saying, like, the body on the stretcher, and they're putting it in the ambulance. What the fuck's going on? And then she goes, there's a lady with her, with the body, and they won't let me talk to her. And I just had to, I was like, can I please talk to her? She didn't seem to understand the connection. I was like, I might know that person. And so I had to convince my landlord to get her. So she went and grabbed her, and it was my friend Robin's girlfriend. And Robin was on the stretcher, not dead.
Okay,
No.
okay.
I finally got to find out. So he had some sort of issue. I haven't found out all the evidence, but he needed to be taken to hospital.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I talked to him on the stretcher. He had obviously been drugged up with something because he gets on because he's such a good guy. But whatever he's going through, he still felt responsible. He's like, you know when you have those drugged up conversations with our buddies, and he's like, hey man, I love you, man. They're telling me I gotta go. I was feeling fine. I don't know what happened. And I was talking to his girlfriend. She's like, yeah, he just got dizzy and delusional all of a sudden. Time to go to the hospital. But yeah, I had that lovely, I was like, I love you, man. I love you too, man. I think your place is a mess. I wanted to clean it up.
It looked like a bunch of children were in there.
I was just like, just take care of yourself, buddy. I'll be back tomorrow.
Is he okay?
But I certainly hope so. He's been taken to the hospital.
Oh, this was like
It was
recently?
about an hour and a half ago.
Oh my God.
It just happened.
I hope
wow.
he's okay.
Yes,
Okay,
I would say he sounds other than being on whatever drugs that the paramedics have put him on. But yes, his girlfriend is with him, and I told her to keep me updated. And I had a little chat with her on the way over here. So
Okay,
it's like
okay.
everything's fine.
Hopefully,
That's
if he's at the QE2, they're probably doing a good job with him.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a good hospital.
I mean, some sort of.
Are you talking about the QE2 in Halifax?
Yeah.
There's apartments in LA.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, you know what?
Yeah,
No,
that
okay,
all
yeah.
happened in LA.
Right. You don't have an apartment in Halifax.
Yeah,
right.
he's probably wearing shorts.
That's what happened. He froze to death.
Yeah, I do get weather warnings for LA like in January.
Really?
So I haven't been there, of course, since Christmas. But yeah, I get these weather warnings, and I'm like, it cracks me up in LA because when it does start to rain, you know, we only get like 7 or 8 days of rain, right, a year. And if we get a little bit more than the average, it is like the apocalypse out there because Californians can't deal with it. They think it'll never end.
That's a hilarious
traffic jam.
That's so for rain.
No toilet paper. Oh yeah,
just rain.
People like loot because it's raining.
Well, how much is it raining?
It does pound down rain. It rains pretty hard, but still, it's nothing to nothing to a Canadian or a Welshman.
Of course,
like we are fine with it,
especially on the East Coast.
But you will see them panic. You will see
that's hilarious.
They're running through the grocery store with toilet paper in their arms. It's just like everything.
That's so fucking funny.
You can tell who the Canadians or the Europeans are because we're just looking around at these panicking Californians, going, "This is unreasonable." They're all being unreasonable.
I love that. I love that so much.
Should we talk litter boxes?
Let's talk litter boxes.
Yeah. So you know this story a little bit already.
Well, I've heard it's ridiculous. So I have heard it. Yes.
So it all started in 2000.
This is about. You mentioned before. This is about people identifying as cats.
This is the conspiracy theory. So
can I interrupt real quick with a joke that I heard? It was really funny. In a very wonderfully inappropriate way.
Don't set a joke up by saying it's really funny before you tell it.
That's a really good point. Yeah. This is why I'm not a comedian.
It is a curse.
You know what? I'm gonna take your advice and not tell the joke.
Okay,
let's move on.
Let's just assume you've got a really funny joke.
You just did that. That's the taxi driver move. Here's a good one for you. Here's a good one.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
you can use this.
Both of my parents were professional comedians, and I cannot tell a joke to save my life. How about that? Seriously, that's true.
Really?
You didn't know that?
You haven't absorbed any of it.
No, yeah.
It's not genetic.
My mother was a comedian on CBC Radio, and my father was a stand-up comedian for 30 years in the Atlantic provinces. Yeah.
So the rumors about the litter boxes started in about 2021, and the idea was that there were kids identifying as cats. And they'd requested them as part of their identity that they could only go to the bathroom in a litter tray, and it's entirely made up.
This did not happen.
This did
happen. So what's entirely made up?
No, this rumor is real.
Yeah,
the physical crapping in a litter tray in school because you identify as a cat is bollocks.
Yeah. Okay, so hold on. The rumor is true. Did that mean that there were kids who did identify and ask for this? They just weren't given it?
No, that didn't happen.
No, but there were parents who believed it. There are definitely parents of school children, even in the municipality here, that I have run into, who have said things to me like, "Did you hear what happened at the other school? There's a couple of kids that decided to identify as cats.
Oh wow!
And they had to put litter boxes." And I had to go, no, that's not true.
These are real
but they look through me though when I say that's not true. They're like,
well,
no,
this is something
true.
that could
happened.
easily have happened though. Like this is not a stretch.
Jesse, read this.
Okay.
This is a real Facebook post from the last month.
From, should I say who it's from?
Sorry, we're running out of toner.
Should I say the name?
No, just read what they said. It's a real post from
keep it anonymous then. So I heard that there are schools putting kitty litter boxes in restrooms with 4 question marks. Do the children actually use them? JJ,
give yours a go. Give yours a read.
Okay.
These are real posts.
Does anyone know if this is true? Yes, some of us do. I had a Camden bus driver ask me what's a Perkins school?
I think it must be the area.
They had litter boxes and the kids who think they are furries, like Camden and Gates County. Is this true? A lady called and said a bus driver monitor was also asking if they could put a litter box on the bus. When said bus driver laughed, the lady got mad, called the superintendent, and tried to get said bus driver in trouble.
You want to read one, Reese?
Well. We've got a living being here in one of the high schools that identifies themselves as a cat. Therefore, it's required by law that the school provides a litter box for them in the bathrooms, and the janitor has the job of cleaning the litter box. Welcome to stupidity. If you need a fact check, I'll give you the name of the school.
All right.
Well, then, Carol.
This is from Catherine. What have we become as a society? We are so conditioned to just accept things and not stand up. The government system at all levels are making decisions that affect us, and we don't even have a voice. These decisions will affect generations to come. I am tired of not being heard. My granddaughter is in high school. She has to tolerate litter boxes in the school's bathroom because some students identify as being a cat. The janitors refuse to clean them, so teachers have to. Fucking Jesus.
Yes.
Her homeroom teachers ask her students to use a pronoun that identifies who they are, gay, lesbian, transgender, and the list goes on. We have no say in these matters. It is important that we take a strong interest in what's going on and speak out when enough is enough. And it's gotten a thumbs up and an angry face emoticon. All right.
Yeah, I got all capital letters. Sickening and so wrong. Has the school system completely, utterly failed? I definitely don't think Callie would be going to schools with litter boxes. I thought this was a rumor a couple years ago, but I found out today it's completely true. How does one jump from rumor to completely true without actual physical?
They read another
visual,
Facebook post.
Yeah.
And that's where the proof comes from.
Yeah. I didn't want to believe any of it, but Joe Smith down the road repeated it. Now I believe it.
That's exactly what happened.
Completely
Yeah.
true.
I heard it on a podcast.
She's capitalized disgusting and ashamed. Very good use of baiting in with the words. You should be completely ashamed of yourself for allowing children to do this. How is her imagination still going there? Also, can't you do a better one than cats?
Right?
I know.
These comment sections should be full of one-upmanship.
I know exactly.
Yeah.
My son recently identified as a giraffe.
Yeah.
And only eats food 18 foot off the ground.
What noise does a giraffe make again? No, that's not your
That's
noise.
a rutting tortoise, sorry.
You made it.
I can't remember it.
You made it up.
I can't remember it. Mating giraffe. Anyway. I haven't got the long, my neck length, isn't it? You got to read that one, Jesse, because that was
this is from Brandy. Open your eyes, people. Your children are not cats. This is so stupid. Get this out of our schools. Kitty litter boxes in school. Really, I'm so upset. Not a single piece of punctuation in that.
This one is a screenshot of a tweet, and it says, "Yep, he did this," and it's a fake tweet.
Is it? It's got
It's a fake
got
tweet.
Justin Trudeau photo.
It's got the
on
Justin Trudeau with a tick, as if he's on Twitter or X or
I
whatever
was
it's
just
called.
going to say, thanks, Obama. Thanks for the litter boxes.
And this is Justin Trudeau's 100% real tweet, if you believe this person. Starting today, tampons are mandatory in all men's bathrooms in federally regulated buildings. My government always stands for tolerance, even in the face of basic biology. Next, we plan to equip all bathrooms with kitty litter for those who identify as cats. The official statement from the Prime Minister.
And somebody's fallen for it.
According to but the person's name, I'm going to say their name. Terry Hates Justin is his username.
Terry Hates Justin. Honestly, the tampons in every bathroom is not a bad idea, but the kitty litter thing is kind of funny.
So this is like 3 years later. This is still going because all of these posts were from like December, like the last month. And
what's really funny to me is the anger towards bathroom policies. It's not like a fucking men's club. You're not going in there to like get away from your wives and children and smoke a cigar and drink some brandy. You're going to take a piss and leave. Like this is,
I've never
not
been
a
to a
special
men's
club. Well, neither have I, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
I know. What kind of high school did you go to? That's awesome. I wish, when I was in high school, I wish I could have identified as a cigar smoking brandy drinker. That would have been an amazing break between classes. Like, I'm just off for a quick snifter. And we'll be back.
It's okay. He's allowed.
He's allowed. He identifies
as a brandy drinker.
drinking age.
so this one,
I identify as 19. Yeah.
this one is an international. It exploded internationally. So in the US, in Texas, they claimed they were lowering canteen tables so that furries could eat, or people who identified as cats could eat their lunch without utensils or using their hands.
Oh my God.
Then it was in the UK. There were complaints in Aberdeenshire, at the Banff Academy, there had been dirty protests because they'd refused to give litter boxes from the kids. There was one in Pontypool in Wales where people had been raised. A number of cute queries and concerns were raised in the community. Pontypool is like, I don't know, have you been to Pontypool?
Yeah.
A tiny town. Yeah.
Is it warm?
It was in... No.
Nope.
They used to have a dry ski slope, which was good.
What
Anyway,
the fuck's a dry ski slope?
Oh, it's
like,
would you like to practice and get road rash? Practice and get some road rash.
you know, like a hard brush.
Like little,
it's like 1,000 hard brushes turned upside down.
Jesus.
And you ski down.
No, thank you.
Okay.
No,
That's how I
good.
learned to ski on one of those. It was also happened in New Zealand as well. There were stories, and in the US election in 2022, it was talked about by Joe Rogan, and it was talked about by a lot of Republican candidates as well.
You know how you've got all these anecdotal, like everybody's writing, like
Yes.
this is disgusting. I just found it. It's true, but has nobody ever put a picture of any? Like,
No, no one has
never
ever
been any
no one's
hardcore-
ever posted video footage of somebody
This is-
using it.
So this
to
is.
try.
Where's the critical thinking? Sometimes I'm like, I now know this is completely true, but why?
But it's
Critical thinking?
it's confirmation bias, though, because if you think the world has gone mad and
Yeah.
schools are crazy, and then someone presents you with a tiny bit of information, no matter how untrue it is, it kind of ticks that box
You're
in
like,
your head.
that's
It's just more evidence.
Yeah.
I'm right.
Confirmation bias is really fun. It's super, super fun. And conspiracy theories are like, I don't know, you know how a mystery is fun, right? Reading a mystery, watching a mystery, it's super fun. You know, you just get your brain engaged. It's the same with conspiracy theories. They get so, theorists, they love it.
Yeah.
It's fun for them. And all you have to be, like, just have a podcast, have a YouTube show, and it's super neat. You provide a little bit of actual evidence with actual proof that happened. This man said this thing, and here's the proof.
Yeah.
And that establishes you as someone who speaks the truth and provides evidence. And then after that, once you've established that you speak the truth and provide evidence, you can say whatever the fuck you want, and they will believe you.
The law of improv. If this, then that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
If I present to you one thing, then all this other bullshit's true.
Right.
See, I miss when the internet, maybe the earlier days when you could conspire to do fun things like that. Like, do you remember with the wolf shirt, the Amazon wolf shirt?
No.
So there's a shirt on Amazon. It's got like three wolves on it or whatever, and people started writing in about the magical powers of the wolf shirt. And you'll see, yeah, if you go to Amazon, you go to the wolf shirt, it's got thousands of comments of just people going, I was a 30-year-old virgin until I found this wolf shirt. Now I can't stop getting laid left and right. It's just full of, and it's just good fun.
That's what the internet's supposed to be, a place for fun.
Yeah, because now we're at a place where somebody's going to go, this wolf shirt did shit for me. You've all lied to me. You've all lied to me about the power of the wolf shirt.
I bought 15.
Yeah, but that's good. That's a good fun. But this craziness.
This started in Prince Edward Island.
No way.
Right.
You know what? That makes sense. They're so bored. They have nothing to do.
Again, I say it all the time, is because it costs $50 to leave. So that's
Is that how much the bridge costs?
Yes.
Yeah, not to get on, to leave.
You can enter for free, but you've got to pay to leave.
That's true.
That's like
reverse.
Isn't that the case of Wales as well? That's
No, it's gone now. No, you have to pay to get into Wales.
Pay to get in, free to leave.
Yeah. The rumor is that it started in October 2021 and was originally a joke that somebody made online.
No fucking
Start off as a joke.
a joke.
And then it escalated into rumors. Then it spread to Quebec, to the, this is my French pronunciation, Lac Abitibi.
Oh yeah, well done.
Like it,
Not kind of bitty.
Abitibi.
I actually have no idea. It looks like
Abitibi.
It looks like lackabidibidi.
It
That's
does.
what it Actually, I don't
sound
know.
like a broken
I wouldn't even know
robot.
how to start to pronounce that. It's
Like a bit of BD. Anyway,
Crushing it. Like a bit of beanie.
and this is the statement they put out.
excuse me.
This is one of the statements that was put out
little ASMR for me.
from the staff. Our students are not being led on leashes. Our schools do not have litter boxes, and spreading information on the contrary may land you in legal jeopardy. We've been hearing more and more about this rumor, and it's been happening in our schools to the point where it's become a very persistent urban legend. That was by somebody called Isabel, who was a senior person involved in the school system there. And then there were stories in Ontario as well, and then obviously it went south of the border.
You would, if you had a cat at home
Yeah.
and you were 16 again or whatever that is, you'd be tempted
You would.
to bring some litter into the school, put a little cardboard box in the corner, dump some litter in, and then just call.
So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna.
Who's done this?
I'm going to take this a step further, JJ. Okay, if any of our listeners, right, is this? By the way, I want to ask Reese: is this conspiracy theory? Is it still going strong?
Yeah,
today?
all these posts. It started in October 2021. These posts are now going. I just heard this rumor.
like recently.
These are all these posts you read are from December.
Oh wow. Okay, so here's my call out to any teenage listeners we might have. Do we have? Is that our demographics?
I don't think teenagers listen to us. No,
Probably not. No, but we've had like 10-year-olds, which is weird.
that's because their parents listen and they didn't have a choice.
Okay. Well, anyway, if there are any teenagers listening to this show, here is my suggestion. Okay. Find a friend who's really good at video editing. Okay. Get a litter box, smuggle it into school, wait for a break. Wait for the teacher, unless you want to get the teacher in on this, but they probably won't. Wait for the teacher to leave the classroom, okay? Get a few students in on this.
No, it's probably the bane of a teacher's existence.
Right, yeah.
So
As quick as you can, set it up. Put the litter box in the back, okay? Have someone squat in it and videotape them. Then find news footage of a news reporter just talking vaguely about a topic and how wrong it is and how people have been reacting poorly to it. And then just
Maybe this one because it was in the news.
Okay, yeah, but sure. But cut it together with your own footage of someone squatting in a litter box in a classroom.
This is very layered.
Right, and then post that as a news article online and watch the fucking fireworks.
I don't think you don't like. The thing is that it's feeding a very negative narrative about, and I'll get to this, but
All right.
it's got to the point though that in North Dakota, several Republican lawmakers have sponsored a bill to prohibit providing a place, facility, school program, or accommodation that caters to a student's perception of being any other animal species other than human. So the law against kitty litter trays.
See, that's
for people who
funny.
identify as
That's
cats.
fucking funny, though. That's
The fact they want to enshrine in law that you can't crap in a litter tray in a school.
is the fact that they went that far. Yeah, that's
But
over a rumor that has never proven true. This has been a bill that's been passed. People did paperwork.
the guy, there's this guy Norbert Carpenter, who was the head of public schools branch.
What a name,
Norbert is a good name. Solid
Norbert
name.
Carpenter.
Yeah, it's like Robert, similar to Robert, but with an N and an extra.
Thank you, Reese, for pointing that out. Thank you.
He was the first official school. All the schools of every single school board, every single school has had to go issue a statement saying this is not true. We don't do this. This is not our policy. Every single school has done it, but it has not stopped it from spreading. But his school branch is where it started, and his response was probably one of the best ones as well. So he basically said, for several months now, the public schools branch has fielded calls, been sent emails, and been pointed to numerous social media posts that make broad sweeping assertions regarding students who identify as cats. Many of these assertions claim the school are in the process of having litter boxes placed in schools. This claim, as well as many others, are simply false and unnecessary, causing unnecessary stress to students and staff. The school branch supports all students in their personal expressions. However, such conjecture is not helpful and contravenes our safe and caring learning environment policy. He basically then goes on to say, he basically says all of these rumors are rooted in hate. And then his last statement was, "It seems like to me like there was a backlash against some of the progressive things that our schools are doing, and we would have many that would say it is rooted in hate and transphobia and homophobia, and that message needs to be clear.
I
It's not
suspect
acceptable."
dogs.
Right. Yeah. Dogs are behind this.
That's what they're doing. I think it's.
They finally
dogs.
unionized.
It's a grand dog scheme, bringing more hatred to the cat community.
I'm with JJ on this one.
Well, maybe you should do your video, but as dogs.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
Oh, dogs are much easier. You just send them into your neighbor's side, then the toilet, call them back.
Find a tree, lift up your leg. It's a lot easier. Right.
It's insane, though.
My old dog, Buddy, he got in the kids' craft set and he took a dump outside and had googly eyes. Unnerving.
Oh no. Oh, that's really disgusting and really funny at the same time.
This is the kind of scenario that might happen in school if
Did you see on the news there was a dog that ate like $4,000 in cash the other day?
What? No.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think it must have been the Maritime. I think it was on the news here, but they had some home renovations, so they're going to try to pay in cash to the people that were doing their home renovations. So the homeowner brought home like $4,000.
Okay.
Left it on the table or whatever, went out, and then came back, and the dog had some stomach pains, and the $4,000 was gone.
What?
So they've been sifting through the dog's
No! Oh
and
my
trying
God.
to fold out these bills and tape them back together. Apparently, I remember them giving the count. I think they were of the $4,000, they were up to like 3,500 or something. So they only had another 500 missing.
Oh
That's
my
crazy. Them taped
God.
together. Yeah.
This is true?
This is true. You can Google that. That really happened. That has physical evidence. I'm telling you right now, I saw it on the news. I saw the human being sifting through the dog's poop. The dog just looking on. When I thought the money looked delicious.
Yeah. When they say money can't buy happiness, that dog was in bliss.
Rosie did exactly the same thing with Pokemon cards.
What, ate them?
She eats Pokemon cards.
That's so weird. Dogs are so weird, man. They're so weird. No, I don't have any anecdotes.
So weird.
Any more dog anecdotes before we move on?
I mean, it's not a puppy. She's about 4 years old. My family dog is a border collie, and she's out of her fucking mind insane. She came from like a puppy mill, so she had like a really traumatic upbringing, right? And has had very, very little training. And if she not even if someone knocks at the door, if she suspects someone might be close to the door at any moment, she goes fucking ballistic. And this starts at about 7 a.m. and doesn't stop until everyone is up and about, right? Every just someone's here. I was like, yeah, calm down. It's okay. We'll go. Someone's here. Like nonstop, just constant. That's my brother's joke, but like it's maddening. And if you want to sleep, you cannot. It's fucking insane.
When you said puppy mill, I imagine like a windmill with a just in my head, it looks very different from the reality.
Probably
like a water wheel on like this big old stone building. Like
and like
it's a weird
run by
roads
puppies.
And
exactly.
Just like just
like something like you would see in Holland. Is that what you're
exactly
right?
Let's leave that in your imagination. That sounds
it's just
so
a weird
nice.
word.
Yeah.
There's like a puppy farm makes more sense to me, but a mill is where you kind of usually produce grain or flour.
Yep, it's puppies that make flour and grain for your bread. It's a lovely scenario.
Puppy bread.
Yeah.
So JJ, what have you got going on? What do you want to promote?
What do I want to?
What do you want to promote?
Why is this funny to you?
You didn't have out of nowhere. We were talking about puppy mills. What do you have to promote?
Do you want to buy a puppy?
Talking about puppy flour.
Got a few dogs for sale.
I don't know. I've got a really excited year lined up though, but I got a couple of things I'm not allowed to talk about yet.
You're not allowed to talk about them.
That sounds exciting.
Can you? I want to test your imagination here. Tell me about those things in the most vaguest way you possibly can.
Well, there are things that I do in my career. It wouldn't be something that you've never seen me do before. and I have a couple of those things lined up, but contracts have not yet been signed.
Okay.
And I don't like to talk about it until it happens.
Are you excited about that?
But I'm very excited.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
So so if you talk to me in May, hopefully they will have happened but yes, that's really exciting. I have a 24-hour YouTube channel now, which is
what is it?
Fun. Yeah,
you're live 24 hours?
Loops your content live.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was like
kinds
live streaming you. Like, where are the cameras right now? Like, just following you.
No,
around.
it's not a Truman Show.
Okay, just
type
like
thing. No, but
8 hours of watching you sleep a night.
But it is, it's 20. Yeah, speaking of 8 hours, it's up around 9 hours of footage now, and actually my show from New Year's that I just did at the Halifax Yucks, I'm almost done subtitling that one. That'll go on my 24-hour feed as well.
Wow. How does this feed?
Maybe some clips from us hanging out today.
I'll send them all to you if you want to.
So I just keep building this channel, and it's so it runs 24 hours, and so that's my latest whatever vanity project.
How's that doing? How's that like?
I mean, it's fine. Like anybody who has a 24-hour YouTube, because did you know that the average watcher, the average number of viewers on YouTube is one. It's one
Right, yeah.
for all the clips. So I am proud
It's
to
the same for us.
report.
We've got like an average of like maybe 5 people watching our clips on YouTube.
Yeah, so it's nice.
But they come back every time.
I know. If it ever boosts to like 2 or 3 people, the algorithm goes nuts. And because all of a sudden I get new people. If it shoots up to 3 viewers or whatever.
I learned a trick for live. Now, if it won't work for 24 hours, but if you ever do a live stream on YouTube, right, for whatever reason, and you set the date ahead, like if you tell YouTube, like I'm going to be doing a live stream at 2 p.m., right?
Right.
And then 15 minutes before 2 p.m., you change the time to 2:30 p.m. And then 15 minutes before 2:30, you change the time to 3 p.m. And you just keep doing this for hours. Apparently what happens is
you'll piss everybody off.
You will piss everyone off. But like 10 to 15 minutes before
like a terrible idea.
10 to 15 minutes before a live show happens, the YouTube algorithm starts promoting the fuck out of it to get people to come and watch it. Right?
Oh.
And so
basically edging them.
You're edging them.
I don't think that. It's basically the school of Axl Rose. Yeah. This is what Guns N' Roses used to do. Go on 3 hours late. Yeah, I don't think that works. Okay. I think you've been misled. I think you have to be live on channels for the algorithm to ever value you being there.
You could try it.
The algorithm does not get excited. Somebody said they'll do something in 15 minutes. I just don't.
Well, I waited 15 minutes. I may as well wait another 15.
You've suckered in this algorithm like this poor Al guy. He's just sitting there. You're just stringing him along.
Mr. Gorhythm.
Cool. Awesome. So where should people go to find out if they want to go and check it out in May?
If people want to go to your 24-hour live stream.
You know what? I'm touring Canada actually in February and March.
Where are you touring?
I'm going to be doing shows. It's like London, Ottawa, other Ontario. It's Ontario.
Oh, okay.
Ontario. I'd have to look at it now to picture what Ontario places there are because they're not coming to my mind.
That's so good.
But I got a whole bunch of Yuck Yucks clubs lined up, and then I'm touring America, and then I'm doing some stuff in Australia. I've got Britain this summer. So the best way is to just keep tabs of me if you want. Tune in, check out the 24-hour channel.
I'll put the link to the 24-hour channel in the show notes. Yeah,
and then outside of that, back in Edinburgh in August, back in the rain.
Are you doing another full?
I'm doing another full one-man show. So hopefully this TV stuff will all come together in April and stuff, and then I'll hit the touring again. Big shows with Jim Jeffries as well in the summer. We're playing the Ace Theater in Los Angeles, so we've got some really nice stuff. So I'm hoping to just sneak back to Los Angeles for like 2 weeks in the middle of summer when it'll be hot, and do these shows with Jim Jeffries before I'll go back over to Britain and get ready for my Edinburgh show.
Cool,
so,
awesome,
pretty.
Wow, man, you're booked solid. That's awesome.
Pretty fun, busy year lined up. So
that's wicked. Congrats! I'm happy for you. That's
I'll
awesome.
be back here in December. Hopefully hang out.
We'll do another show. We'll do
another show. Yeah.
We should do a whole bunch. We'll have a whole bunch of new conspiracy theories.
Let's see what happens in the meantime.
Yeah.
You know what I wanted to simply say about the conspiracy theories is it blows my mind how much faith conspiracy theorists have in these things being pulled together, because to me it would just take so much effort.
Yeah.
To do a lot of these, like it takes more effort to pull off your conspiracy theory than to just carry on with life.
Well, and that's the thing.
How do you believe this?
You're assuming like so many people are able to keep their mouth shut,
Right. Yeah.
and just go on with this plan, even for the most tenuous motivation.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Doesn't make
even
any sense.
like the moon landing. For example, like I have friends, we all have those friends that believed it for a second, that the moon landing is faked, and I'm just like, do you know how much it would cost to fake a moon landing compared to just throwing 4 people in a tin can and firing it towards the moon?
I think it was a little more complicated than that.
The catering alone.
Of all the conspiracy theories, that's one that I could see. Like if it came to light, they're like, okay, you caught us. We faked the moon landing. I wouldn't be overly surprised because it wouldn't be. I just want to put on the record, I believe we went to the moon.
Okay. All right.
We both relieved then.
All right, I believe we went to the moon. I'm just saying, if it came to light that happened, I wouldn't be like oh my god, like I would be like, oh yeah, okay, I can see governments doing
you're
that.
Pretty susceptible to some of these.
Well, no, it's just like it's not. It's like if
we should have strung them along about the kitty litter,
no,
and then just broke it to them towards the end. Actually, it's all fake.
No, okay, like for instance, if it was proven without a shadow of a doubt that the Earth was flat, I would be fucking blown away. I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I want all the proof. I don't believe it. This is insane. But holy shit, like I would be blown away. But if it came to light that it was like irrefutable proof that we faked the moon landing, like I could see a government actually doing that. They're kind of they're corrupt enough. I could see that happening.
Have you seen the movie Capricorn 1?
No.
Have you seen the movie? It's amazing.
Okay,
It basically says NASA is trying to go to Mars. So just as the astronauts get into the top of the rocket, a guy opens the door. It's like, hey guys, just so you know, this rocket is very dangerous and we don't think we can get to the moon. You need to get out. So they get out and they like rush them away to like a studio in Nevada, and the rocket goes up, and then they have to live in this studio and fake landing, and they do fake essentially the whole trip to Mars. Okay. But then on the way back, the rocket blows up. Obviously killing everyone on board, and these guys are just going fuck.
Yeah,
and they then go on the run because the government's like, well, we gotta kill them.
Is this a sitcom or?
No, it's a movie from the 70s.
Is it a comedy?
Telly Savalas is in
Doesn't sound very funny.
I mean, it could be really funny.
I think it sounds great though.
The guy who plays Ross and Monica's
Rachel?
dad from Friends.
Oh, him, yeah.
Elliot Gould.
Elliot Gould,
Elliot Gould's in there as well. Anyway, it's a really old film, but it's a good one, and it kind of takes that to a really extreme.
Oh, I like that because I like the sound of that.
It's like proper.
They were doing a good job at faking it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like it's supposed to be dead.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Movie recommendation from me.
What was it called again?
Capricorn 1. Anyway.
Right. Well, that's,
Delightful romantic comedy.
yeah, that's a fun one.
But yeah, I think if there are one of the conspiracies that we should cover. I tell you, well, if you come back next year, we will cover
when he comes back next.
When you be a conspiracy, or will it be true by then?
We will cover Project Bluebeam.
What is that?
It was created by a guy from Quebec, and I won't go into it too much, but essentially. It was a one world government conspiracy to trick everyone into believing, using holograms and 3D animation into making them think that the world was about to end and the aliens were invading, to trick everyone into believing, and then to make people come under the control of this single government globally.
Okay.
And all from the head of this guy in Quebec. It's great.
All right.
And when did that happen?
He was big in the 70s and the 80s. He's dead now,
Right.
but people still talk about it today and still reference it as a conspiracy theory and like, is it going to happen?
Okay.
See, it's remarkable.
He's got a great imagination.
Yeah, things like the internet should have made us all smarter. And it's not.
No, but he did this. He wrote about 20 books. He did this before the internet existed.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Those conspiracy theories blow my mind because I was around before the internet and I remember conspiracy theories and stuff. And I love the the comedian Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks, one of my favorite comedians. So if you've ever listened to his stuff, he even named his albums after the flying saucer incident or whatever it was called. And so I loved all that. But you didn't have YouTube to give you that confirmation bias.
Right.
No, exactly.
So you used to tell people, like, look at this. And then they would debunk it right away. You'd be like, oh, yeah. But now nobody's listening to any of the debunking.
No.
No, it's what I want to feel.
The only place you do a conspiracy theories was like in a pub.
Yeah.
That's where you do the conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
All the books didn't say it.
Right.
Yeah.
Most of the books, anyway. The books in the library didn't say it.
Where the knowledge is. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because even the History Channel now is mainly about Nazi bases in Antarctica and other, that kind of stuff.
The Learning Channel, the History Channel have devolved it so poorly into Octomom shows and just it's so gross.
Werewolves, the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, thanks so much, JJ, for doing this.
Yeah, it was always a
coming
blast
back
having you
again.
on the
Hang
show.
out with you guys, man.
Yeah,
Good to see us.
It's good to see you too. Good luck with your shows and whatnot. And if anyone wants to watch JJ's 24-hour live stream, what's your YouTube channel?
Double JW. But also JJ Whitehead or Jason John Whitehead. You'll find me.
Yeah.
And it's got that little red circle saying live.
Sweet. There you go.
Yeah, and I'll have my new.
See if we can get 2 or 3 more people on that.
There you go. As soon as I get to 2 and 3, it'll break the system. And then I get pushed out there. But I will be putting up my New Year's set as well. So
Cool.
it's almost done subtitling up right now, and I'll get that up there. And keep
Awesome.
firing stuff up there.
Well, dear listener, if you've lasted this long, thank you so much for listening to the end of this insanely long ramble and rant from 3 middle-aged men caffeinated on a dreary December
And
or
Jesse,
January.
this is goodbye because this is the last time we'll be recorded in the flesh because I'll be roasting in Italy.
Have fun in Italy.
Fucking hell, you guys are making me really question. Like, I have an opportunity to rebook my flight for free right now, and I'm like, fucking, should I do it in Costa Rica then? Because if you both of you are like, it's fucking cold, don't go.
It's warm to me.
I shouldn't have got involved. I'm visiting from Los Angeles. I know I'm from here and everything, but there's lots of places that are warmer than this. So maybe don't listen to me.
Fucking hell.
Go and have fun.
Cool.
We'll see. Fuck. Okay, it was good to see you, JJ. Yeah, thanks, man.
Good to see you too.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.